my most dear, most kind, most precious, and which was in the student and friends and our father, mother, brothers, sentient beings. Yeah. Okay, so now to continue. Yeah. So so title or a normal call because this time related to danger of virus. So therefore I call lojong, total expression, but of course, so still there's quite a bit to come. So but I already did mention the Lamrim and lojong. As I said before, whole Lamrim instead of passing the lojong. But the lojong, total expression, Lamrim lojong, particularly from those two, and then the lojong, I did mention the points, some of the practices I mentioned already, and then they will become more. So that. Oh. So due to virus, so sorry, Lamrim lojong, that particular lojong, that is you see, in the Lama Chapa, Guru Puja, after the Bodhicitta, you see, after the Bodhicitta, then you see the particular thing, those advices to, if you are happy, you see that you utilize in the path to enlightenment. If you are suffering, if you are depressed, whatever, you utilize in the path to enlightenment. So, with the 5 powers, all that, all those sections, after the Jita, and then Donglen, and when the container and the essence, the sentient things, they become fill up with the sufferings, It's like that's now the virus. So many people dead, right? But dead, so many. It seems, the old situation, people don't have freedom. Whatever comes, that's it. Not everyone who get virus died, but you see, the people died already. So that, so that happened to you, and that's it. You see? But that, that's all right. I want to free. No, you advertise on TV, newspaper, you can't demonstrate. So that's it, you go. Yeah, I mean, many people, I think maybe, I don't know, many people die certainly, I mean, very quick and amazing. So showing karma, you see, but people don't know. They're sentient beings, into ignorance. As I kept mentioning, skies for ignorance. Oh, no star, no sun, moon, dark, foggy, oh, that is either. No, this Dhamma, no, this Karma. Oh. The suffering came from your mind. No, you don't. The only thing came from outside. Oh, nothing to do with your mind. Nothing else to Karma. Oh. So, besides normally, all the suffering come outside, all the happiness come outside. Oh, that's the idea, wrong idea. So believe that. So they believe what appears like that. They believe in that. Oh, no idea. Oh, no idea, no idea, no idea. Oh, ignorance. Oh, if you don't like suffering, what you have to be afraid of? They call it this ignorance, marikpa, mumba. In Tibet, mumba, marikpa. Lama scars. That's it. Then then you see, as I said before, then you think you're organ for happiness, but only cause for suffering. And the cause of suffering, cause of happiness, you destroy. You're scared to go to the cause of happiness. You don't believe. You may expand. So that actually. Now, as a human being, while you're a human body, is the only chance. It's the only chance to understand. Not hell, preta, or human being. It's the only chance to have this understanding, recognition, to understand Dhamma, to meet Dhamma, to understand Karma. Then you see what you do with it. Then your mind has to be virtue, positive, healthy. And as you see, you have to take care of yourself in that way. You see. So people, nowadays people little time after the work, then they were jogging. Or then you see a little time after that, they go spend hours for jogging. Jogging this one. So we see they do everything, want to know, to be healthy, not for the mind, just the body to be healthy, long life. Yes, the exercise might help a little bit, but that's the main cause of long life. Not at all. So never take out the mind in the lost. That's the inner world. You don't understand the inner world. Totally dark, the inner world. So when you take care of your mind, the mind is always led and suffering. So how much you don't like suffering, but you just run, to create a cause of suffering. So you couldn't cause suffering. Why? So that's totally ignorant. How much you desire happiness? You destroy the cause of happiness like enemy. Wow. So you see, if you try to expand, they run away. They don't face. They don't. They run. You see, it's like that. Lama. So So some people see so many sentient beings, you see. I mentioned already, I think, those are like 5-star hotels, 6-star hotels, I don't know, 10-star hotels. But anyway, even though so much money comes and goes, but it's getting very successful, like a very happy man, people regard. I don't know whether his mind is happy or not, but because that's very difficult. Because you don't know how to make your mind happy. So if you're trying to make your mind happy, is going to cause suffering. That's the only cause of suffering. You don't know. So totally ignorant to cause suffering, cause happiness, you don't know. And the cause of suffering, you got to cause happiness. And the cause of happiness, you think that's wrong. Hallucination. That's totally wrong. So they don't believe that. Then see, this is the only time to really to meet Dharma, to come, but no opportunity, no merit. Only you use the potential, you use the human brain or you use the human mind, you see. Example is enlightenment destroy the two buildings in New York. I heard the 14,000 people died, but I think more. So example of that. That's some example. Anyway, the biggest one. So you see, so then the economics in the world went down. Like even Hong Kong or very far, the family could not take care of the children. When they were very far, not America, very far. The economical lost. Even the family had to concern the taking care of the children. Lama. Effect. I'm just using it as an example. So the human being, the human mind can think much more complete way. So then, instead of using for cause of happiness, then me use cause of suffering to suffering. One person cause millions people suffering. In America, you see the many flights have to stop. They have to pack up the airplanes to Arizona. I heard many airplanes there. That's so easy. You born a human being one time, but then you use your human capacity, human mind, the intelligence used in the wrong way. So much harms the world, the sentiment. So you see, then some people think that's very brave hero. Wow, that's no competition in the world. Wow. So that they think the best. So anyway, wrong way. So then it says it takes many years, even to be born as a human being, to meet Dharma, to practice Dharma. Many years. Therefore, we are so fortunate. Today, this life. You have to think that. That was the whole situation. try to really use how fortunate you are. See? How much suffering in the world. Make that, not just live that. Make that develop compassion to realize how you are so precious and to practice Dharma more seriously, continuously, develop. So everything becomes inspiration for you to practice Dharma continuously. To learn more, not be lazy. There, you see. So you have responsibility of all sentient beings' happiness. Not only this world, not only your country, not only your family. So that. So that this way, then you can see yourself so special. So fortunate. So like that, Otherwise you think you are nothing. So. I mean, even you are not learning Buddhism, but yes, practice. But good human being, good heart, good human being, practice patience, loving kindness, compassion, satisfaction, that, self-discipline. Like someone said. Good human being, better human being, not harm the world. Possible, bring happiness, bring peace in the world. Sure. At least to yourself. Don't let yourself crazy. But this is, I'm not telling only you, I'm telling myself as well. Hey, advice to myself as well, not only you. So like that. Okay. So they say that teaching. Then you have responsibility to freedom. There are numberless universe. There are numberless hell. Down each one has hell. Six realms, you see, each one has hell. So numberless happenings there are. So to free everyone from oceans of samsara sufferings. Not only that, numberless hungry gods, not only this world. There's numberless universe, there's numberless hungry gods. To free them from oceans of samsara sufferings. And there are numberless animals, not only universe, not only you think only this universe. No! The numberless universe, the animals. So correct. Everyone to be free from oceans of samsaric suffering. I think that's it. Everyone. So that means including every single ant, mosquitoes, every single tiny bug, tiny step in the water, I heard, I don't remember now. So everyone, that includes everyone, the oceans or something, that numberless universe, numberless him is all the human beings, not this world, not this world. Freedom of oceans of samsara suffering, then asuras, numberless universe, numberless asuras, the freedom of oceans of samsara, and bring them the pills of the full enlightenment, bring them by yourself, by oneself alone. By oneself alone. Therefore, then, sorry, must achieve omniscience. If you are ignorant, how can you help others? So, for us ordinary beings, then create try to benefit with due to ignorance, create a problem, crash, a present crash, the ego crash. Then how to so create so I'm trying, not sure benefiting or helping, not sure whether harming, but even though it's called benefit. So that if you really check well. 저는 그이나. Yeah. 어쩐데 뭐 다르서 너는 이제 풀는 말. So that means the 1 year sleeping, 1 year having very good sleep, deep sleep, then you see, you get angry, so you want to kill, like that. So you need to achieving that for the mosquito. Remember that. So those when Dharma and time to practice. So that you have to know that you promise to Buddha survive with them, to each them for every sentient being. So it means this mosquito that makes me angry, or that person who makes me angry. Yeah, the person who do things or do things against your subject. So it will you like that. So, yeah. So you see, because I said, yes, it promised you to vow the treating enlightenment for every single thing, for the benefit of every single thing, every single. There's no one left. Oh, no, I'm not talking about for this person, no, for this who always complain, or this insect who bites me, not that. There's no such thing for everything. Buddha is that. Then Buddha Chitta. So he achieved enlightenment a long time ago. Just the Buddha guy, the 250,000 years. There's more than that. Maybe 60 or 70 something. But Buddha became much before there's an act for sentiment, why to practice Dharma, why, how? Oh, sure, that's told this. So, therefore, if we do the same thing, yes, we would have also enlightened too, if we do the same thing, but didn't get done. So that's why still suffering samsara. Oh, nothing achieved, no realization. So, like myself, you see. So it didn't change our mind, our life. And the bodhicitta, so always live the life, always run towards, always over service to a self-chasing thought, always being slave slave to your self-chasing thought, your enemy, your worst enemy, self-chasing thought. And then, triple mindfulness. So that the root of samsara, the ignorance, not knowing. Believing that I totally different, wrong way, and not understand. See, opposite of total objective to wisdom reality. That's one empty. See, empty. But the ignorance is totally not empty, but suffering some sort from beginningless time up to now. Beginningless. Can you imagine that thing? Well, that word, that's very easy. Beginningless. Beginningless. That's unbelievable, frightening subject. Beginningless. Frightening subject. So not easy. So now this time we're listening Dharma to stop and suffering, which has been suffering from beginningless samsara birth. You understand? You can see now how that so important. You see? Most important. To learn Dharma, practice. Then you can overcome delusion, causes samsara. Beginningless. The suffering from beginningless. Wow. Lama. You have to think well, not just beginning. Not like parrot recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Without understanding things, the meaning, you see. Cannot understand the meaning. So. All of that. That's why you see now the learning Dharma, listening Dharma, reflecting, meditating, the most important than anything else in the life. You can see now, so clear. So do not practice Dharma, from beginning to do not actually pass. That's why we're suffering something. So they can say now this is the most important thing in the life. So now we can understand how you're so fortunate. You see, now it again comes here. How you're so fortunate. So care. So the listening Dharma is for every sentence. Lama. For every sentence, can you imagine? Numberless helping, numberless animal, numberless human beings, Surya. For everyone. As we generate Bodhisattva to achieve enlightenment. Everyone to bring to enlightenment. Wow. What is their greatest, most beneficial work, most beneficial thing? What is there? You see? Like that. It's not just a traditional or something. It's not just, cheap. It's not just cheap. You try something, blah, blah, blah. Then you give it. It's not cheap. Like those times, I don't know, but hippie times. So many trips. You try this, try that. But then, so then after some life finish. So you didn't get anything. You didn't get to analyze well. What is wrong? What is wrong? What is right? So that, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, then I should speak a little bit too long. Yeah. Okay. So now, tonight, is it? Oh, is it? It happened in the past. Monk from Nalanda, who started big subjects. Tangalexiningbo, the definite independent meaning, well explained, the essence of Dharma. Lama was the most important. Well, that started that from learned teachers, Kesava Chaso, I think from Mandushiri, some start from Mandushiri, and Gechamba Tekcho, who spent a whole life studying down, excellence. Oh, yeah, there are many, Motamika, yeah, Vismanga, there are many subjects studied. But I think maybe Lamrim didn't get practice. Lamrim didn't get practice. Didn't put on Lamrim as a man. Didn't get to put your man effort Lamrim to practice, to actualize. I think it's left out, missed out. Even though I started very excellent. But so then you see, I started Dharma, but it didn't give me happiness. It happened, story happened. It didn't give me happiness. After studying all that. You have to know that. So, it's give me happiness. So, happiness has come from your mind. See, if you practice Dharma, not just learning, like investing in the computer, all the news, old news, or even the whole Dharma, investing. How do you go? Investing? Putting in the computer, investable, putting in the computer. So like that brain, but not practice. You see, integrated into Lamrim is the essence. It's set up merely to sub to the mind. So then they expected happiness come from, instead of happiness come from mind, you see, but they expect happiness come from outside. So the bad person, after all studying all that, said, this didn't give me happiness. Oh, that. So, you see, there's a Buddha nature within us. You see, mind do not exist from its own side. It exists as a opposite that. Empty of truth. Existing by itself, existing from its own side. So that is Buddha nature. And we have a capacity, potential to be enlightened being. Yeah, treat all the realization. Yeah, potential. Potential. But didn't get to it, but didn't get to practice. Didn't get to utilize. Another sect said that all sentient beings Buddha from beginning. From beginningless. Buddha, old Buddha. So, I guess because of the capacity, so yeah. So anyway, well, that sounds sometimes it makes me to think there's obscure Buddha, unobscure Buddha, enlightened Buddha, unenlightened Buddha. So sometimes it makes me to think. I'm sure there must be a way to give answer, safe answer, but I don't know. So anyway, yeah. I'm sure the holy beings, learned ones, they would have safe answer to that. Yeah. Okay, all right. So, you do many things, started many things, but nothing happened to your mind. Even sometimes get worse. Your mind is worse than before you met Dharma. More pride, more angry, more selfish. Before you met Dharma, maybe not that much. More pride. So because you learn so much pride. I know this. I've done this. I've done that. This. Blah 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 blah. So like that. Oh, sometimes some people do that. Yeah, I learned this. I learned that. Oh, and I learned this. Oh, this is this. I learned this. You see? Oh, so no realization. Even the mind is worse, become worse, emotionally worse, negative emotion worse than before. Before you learn Dharma. What else? You see? Instead of more you study Dharma, so many years study Dharma, mind is supposed to be very subdued. You're supposed to have so much less selfish mind, less attachment, less anger, less pride, judgment, all that, much less. As that many years you have studied Dharma, supposed like that, but not. If more, then it makes you more unhappy. So no realization, nothing. Mind is even worse than before. So, I say, what Lama Tsongkhapa explained? So, you see? Maybe I should explain the way. In short, this is a little bit before Lama Tsongkhapa, but just to a little bit extent. So, in short,
Functioning entities. Functioning things.
Sentient nuba.
That which has the potential to perform an action. That which has a potential to perform an action.
Niva. That which is a
potential. To perform an action. That which has the potential to benefit.
That which has potential to function, that which has the potential. Actually, the cause, you see all the causative phenomena. So it is in the nature to function or tangent, able to benefit, able to function or able to bring its result. So tangent, so able to benefit or to bring its result. So every causative phenomena, not permanent, impermanent phenomena, tangent nivas, which is potential to function or to bring its result. So tangent, bring it result. So tangent, so it's that. Causative phenomena. I say causative phenomena, mobile. So which causes it to bring the result, or it's the result of previous cause. So the result of the previous cause. So, yeah, causal phenomena. Whether many or little, extensive or what do you call it? Extensive, opposite. Extensive and not extensive. Without depending on that. So whatever you can offer, these substances, causal phenomena, whatever you can offer, then you see, sorry. Yeah, one stick of incense, or even one grain rice. Even one grain rice. Just example. Spoon of food. I don't know. Yes. Even water. There's one meditator, Kopan, many years ago, one meditator from Baksa. So he was Dharamsala, then sick. He was Hellenberg with the end of one geshe, extremely learned in astrology. I can predict from that. Oh yeah, I think Jetongba, the present parameter, is 12 worms, 4 worms, then 1 worm Jetongba. So the Jetongba, his owners asked him to revise Jetongba. So he lived in Hellenberg. So he was the geshe, the Gongchenpa winter was Hellenberg under the guidance, he said, and he was very, very sick there, and then he was so always in the forest, where red Indians are there, they put three posts and then small houses inside. Yeah, jungles, and then, and every night he said, so many animals come and they fight, so we fight. Then he thought, by the time next morning, so many dead animals, but couldn't say anything. But all night fight. So one time bear came, entered the house. So he was so scared that the bear come up, then not eat it slowly, because he will suffer so much slowly. But he bear come up, eat, hop, like that, quickly. So he made prayer to his Guru Jabjitjang, but made prayer to, if it's going to come up to not slowly, but eat very fast. So he made a prayer to give it to somebody. Then after some beer has gone. So then he says he found too much faith. Then he many from Tibetan settlement, many people, sick people, they want mantra water, blessed water. So yeah, they asked me, but he never did, because he doesn't want lose his precious time. He wanted to realization, not busy for people. Then he doesn't get to meditate. Doesn't get realization. You see, then the most important thing to benefit all the sentient beings. as I said before, numberless help, numberless, hungry God, numberless animal, numberless even, numberless all this and me. Not just there were some people I know, the settlement, not just. So you understand the point. So it's choosing what's the most important. Some people are working for something, something. So then doesn't get maintained, doesn't get extra parts in, never have all the sentiments. Your life went something very small. You see? So we have to think like that in our, no matter what life, how we dedicate our life. We have to think. So you have to have intelligence to analyze things. So even you see, so finish the story. So he was here after, so I think when the time Sisora Amasi died, so he was here Kopan for some years. Then I went to his room. I think now the rooms are not there, I think. The backside of the mountain, the hill. So in his room, a small, so he's living an ascetic life. Not that he can buy bigger balls. He's living ascetic life. Renounce attachment. So small, small bottles in the hospital they use for injection. They, take it out from that and they inject. So small bottle, 7 small bottles. Not even like that, very small, much smaller than this. 7 at the altar, 7. Not that he can buy bigger balls, not that. They're living ascetic lives. So, renounce attitude. So, 7, 7, that's much. Small bottles. Yeah. So even like that, you see, I'm just bringing up that story. Yeah, people, I don't bowl. I don't bowl over. I don't bowl. You have to bowl what come from Nepal, this Tibetan bowlers, Kopan, this, fixed idea. I don't understand. So even so, yes. The small bottles, 7 like that. Like that. So anyway, for example, mental offering, the ascetic monks, they collect a stone from the mountain, flat stone. They offer dharma to the landlord. It's not human being there who owns the land, the area. So they get permission to use, to ask permission to use. So a small flat stone, they use for mental offering, So the ascetic monks, they do that. Lama Tsongkhapa offered small on the stone, flat stone. I didn't see. I didn't get to go to Olgachorn, where he did many 100,000 mandala. So he drew over the stone. So that I think that makes one out of that. He offered on the stone like this, not in the pot. I would do. You did on both strong. Many 100,000 mental. Yeah. So even what you offer is so little, but motivation make it pure. Gula namba taba. Really make pure. See about thinking impairment and then the renunciation. To get them. On the basis of compassion to others, losing other sentiments, suffering. Best motivation. Then you who's offerer, you who is the subject, make an offering to you. You who is offer, no, there's no English word. Offerer, no, there's the English word. Well, you who is making offering. Then action offering, object offering, no. Guru Three Pasha, Three Rasam. Seal with emptiness. They make Jedaba, seal with emptiness. They do not exist. If they appear exist in the promised land, but do not exist in the promised land. Even that understandment to you. And what's happening in the existence of the So, see, most important there. You make an offering with the motivation possessed by bodhicitta. Transformed in bodhicitta. Even not realization, but effortful bodhicitta. It's just, so if you doesn't matter, even the so tiny offering, but like this, you see. Then by depending on holy merit field, you collect extensive collections of merits. Extensive. If you do with bodhicitta, you collect merit more than sky. You see? Then from the sung, that was a simple way with the mantra. Of the secret relic. So it says, if you collect small merit, the holy body, holy spirit, holy mind of gone to the bliss, Buddha. Then you collect result, extensive benefits, merits, unconceivable. It is said from the valid, Buddha's teaching which is valid, you need have stable, you need definite, stable faith in that. It is said from White Lotus, Buddha said. Sharif who is the one of the Arhat, who is the excellent in wisdom, I think. Yeah. Devote to me. Allah Taba Chishi, devote to me. Believe me. Realize this. Sharifu, Tathagatas, Buddhas. There is no eternal lie. And it said from Ting Jabal, from the king of the concentration. Dawa Kama Chebe Ne Tung Sing, Dawa Kama Cheba Ne Tung Sing, Ridang Chongdang Chebe Sashila, Nage Kamni. Numbers 10 Jujang, Chini Midimba, Sing Me Sung. So what I'm saying is that even the moon, stars, they can fall down. The mountains, cities, the bases of earth, with the mountains and cities, so forth. And the skies, number 10, number number change maybe. I'm not sure. And also the sky maybe changes in others. But Buddha, you, you, the Buddha, never tell word of untruth. Never tell lie. So what is saying, the rest of things like sun, moon, all this can fall down, everything can change in the whole world. But you see, there's, in the sky, it says, but Buddha will never tell lie. That means. Well, of course, to free the sentient from the oceans of samsara suffering, bring the enlightenment, still in the sense, some happiness, other peerless happiness. So Buddha became enlightened for that. You see? So for that Buddha became enlightened. So, the Buddha followed 300 degrees, cultivated, then he did, holy bottle, Buddha, mind, Buddha, so Dharma Garuga. So, even Bodhisattva, in Bodhisattva all tell lies, so how Bodhisattva can tell? Well, Buddha can tell is impossible. Even Bodhisattva don't harm to sentient being, so, he filled with every single sentient being more precious than himself. The most precious, kind, most precious, more than whole sky filled with diamond, gold, which you can draw, like that. So, yeah. So then says, Sheje Nelo, Kodo Maji, Ishiki Tiangawa, Temarma Namji, Tatu Tomba Tundindi, Kasamatua, Namle, Chigejumale, Ishiki Tebatembe. Go, Tebatembe Kone, Ching Tambala, Sosa Jusensa, Kajade. So I've translated it. Who has wisdom eye, transcendental wisdom eye, transcendental wisdom eye, who possess seasonal Kogamachata. So, not hard to understand, not like that. That's three things. Direct perception, that you can see things with a direct perception. Then the
obscure phenomena.
Obscure phenomena. Mind is obscure to see the phenomena. Obscure. Mind is obscure. Not the object is obscure, but the mind is obscure to see the phenomena. Then extremely, the mind is extremely obscure to see the phenomena. That is like, so as an example of this, so let's say, in the house, there's a smoke coming from the roof, smoke coming. So you can see there's a fire, that's direct perception. Munjuru. Kokjuru is obscure mind to see the phenomena. So that's an example how old the person is when they live in the house. So that's more difficult to understand, not direct perception. Then, more difficult is what he's thinking now. You see? So that's much more difficult. That is going to give example. So, for example, so karmas that you can realize through logician, like emptiness or things like that, through logician, through valid logician, culture. So those who not realize emptiness as culture. So through value shouldn't Shindu culture is for us to understand the karma, by making charity, you have a wealth. By practicing morality, you have good rebirth next life. So the subject of karma is nothing than Shinto culture, but depending on the lung or Buddha's saying, you see. But by relying on that, then you can see the karma. All like that. This is the Shinto culture. They're extremely hidden, yeah. For your mind, it is for your mind, you see. Who possess the transcendental wisdom? I means seeing things, past, present, future things directly without mistakes. I mean, that's the highest. So, and then nothing is hidden for the mind. For all the existence, there is an object of knowledge. You see, nothing is hidden to the mind. Mind is not obscure for that. Nothing is hidden. So you can see directly everything. Then telling truth, the ultimate one, Buddha, Guru Shettimani Buddha's valid teaching. As explained from there, then with firm faith. Then by relying on holy merit field, then you collect merit and do purification. That's so important. Then now listen. Now listen well. Lama Tsongkhapa said, Lama Tsongkhapa said. Nyena tsing misin, samna thome ko, gomna jola mi jebi loi tu, shindu chung tuzu, shingi tula tenpa, manga yino. Lama Tsongkhapa said, when you listen Dharma, you can't follow the words. You can grasp the words. When you reflect, you don't understand the meaning. When you reflect Dhamma, you don't understand the meaning. When you meditate, nothing generates in your mind. So your mind, so, kind of powerless. So the power of the mind, capacity of your mind, so little. Then during that time, to rely on the power of the holy merit field, Of course, there's so many, yes, with Dhamma Sangha, so many, yes, Adivanath Buddha, I mean, yeah. Oh, there's Tantra Sutra, the Buddha. I think there's the Buddha Sama, Dhamma Buddha. So many, but of course, the main essence, the highest merit field is the Guru. Yeah, so Shikatula Tempa, then rely on the power, learn power of the merit field, holy merit field. It's the advice. That's the advice. You have to keep it in mind. Otherwise, that's why I gave an example. I did this, but nothing gave me happiness. Then you learn so much what? You learn so much what? No, but nothing give me happiness. Then there's danger to fall down. Lose faith. That's so important to pick up this one. When it's nothing happening, your mind so become dry. You become more angry, more attachment, more something. The Dhamma can just what is that? You see? Then what you should do, what you should recognize. This one. It's very important to think of, to examine yourself. So that's why, in the practice, so many offerings, outtaking offerings, the bandal, so much, then now you understand why. You need to collect mathematics, it doesn't happen. It's like part there. That's about finishing. So it says the Lama told Rangja Kawa Shindi maybe Duja. Us. Huh? What? Not recording. Yeah. Us so extremely unfortunate. Object was to be subdued. So unfortunate. The mind, mental condition is extremely disturbed, stirred with three persons delusions, and stop the path to liberation. Only cherishing I. So mind is totally full up with a strong thought of that. The totally obscured, complete path to omniscience. Therefore, so for these people, those mind so obscure, the complete path to omniscience. See, depend on the holy merit field. So important to collect merit and purify. but depend on the. So you see, here whether you're making water bowl offerings, so it depends on the whole power of the whole object. So, correct, may do purifying obscurity. Correct merit. Then I say all the people working in the center, or then taking His Holiness advice, which then Lama just advice, which. And then me, Mickey Mouse. I say I'm worse than the animal. They very slowly climb the tree like this. They very slowly like that. What do you call? Sloth. Yeah, I'm worse than sloth. The sloth I don't think gives how much shake on the animals. I don't think so. But I give my time, so then sloth I don't think. So. Yeah, the thing is, then drain off the center. Drain off the center. You see? That way is the yeah, that is the Guru Yoga practice. Guru Yoga practice. Singing Tenzo, correctly following words of friend. Yeah, that is. If you know that. If you don't know, then you could call it a small thing. Think about it. So if you think, if you recognize like that, so a grace purification, grace has to be to cause marriage. Because I should bring the Sajapindita quotation there. Sajapindita said, for 1,000 years, you practice the parliament of charity, you give your limbs, head, legs, to send them for 1,000 years, 1,000 years. But when you follow the Guru's wishes, advice, that much merit, that much merit which took 1,000 years, but here you could in 1 second. Kawatongo, Parochimes, Goda Kamato, Lamelam, all that much merit when you follow the Guru's wishes, call it in 1 minute, in 1 second. You have to write down. Remember that when you're, especially when you're hard, so complicated, so many people complain, not even success, in many ways. So, like that. You have to remember the quotation, and then, no matter how hard the work is, your work is, then you say the service or full wishes or whatever. How hard it contains, you have to recognize, remember, contains many eons making, or many hundred, so many 100,000 mental of frustrations. All those things are contained there. Even you don't have time to the things preliminary or traditional, or they contain all these things. You have to know, you have to recognize that, remember that. That's the extent. Okay. Then just but depend on the whole special metal field, by the power of the special metal field, and then a timed method to actualize the good path, the pure path, to the liberation, to the state of omniscience. So, human body, its freedom tendencies, which has which has its freedom tendencies, this we received one time, only now, during this fortunate time. Don't waste. Make it meaningful. Then you see, then create the culture. Yes. Yeah. So. Then every single migrant bring, you see, to bring to liberation, to understand, freedom, oceans of samsara suffering. So to make that, to take the essence, you know. Yeah. So, to each of the enlightenment for that, okay? So I think, yeah. So I'll stop here. Very important one, very important subject. So it's like that. So people don't know, you see. So that it has the happiness, the benefit, the realization, enlightenment, everything. Happiness within samsara and the liberation from samsara, everything has to come from your mind. And how to make that possible? Oh, that's all here at all. That. Okay, thank you. Then do all the best, the best of it, the marriage to Clatter, the marriage to Clatter, the Malaysian. Oh, don't Rambo, Jama, Jabana, Java, Yama, Maba, Kone, Kone, Kong, to Baba, show. I didn't realize emptiness. Me no different realize me no emptiness. Oh, Conderation to the Meba, the Judet, and the Rua Meba, Ni, Penagaman, Toto, Tawai, Lojo, Conde, Topa, Ginger, Lo. I don't now pray for the chapter on that particular virus. What is that thing for there? Okay. How many sick sent them down? May they be liberated from sickness? Good. May the sentiments never get sickness. Yeah. Sentient Nepal, Nepal, Nyoto, Nele, Tajuj, Joven, Namamalu, Batato, Juma, Mava Shoy, Sentient Nepal, Nepal, Nyoto, Nele, Tajuj, Joven, Namamalu. Tatu Juma, Mava Shoy, Sentient Nepal, Yoda nele ataju jadwa namole adwa jwa mewa o ayo. So then those died without they died without virus, and then the virus died. Did all the past, the best, and which I made it to glory. So I made it to glory, but numberless, but I. Oh, may they never be reborn in the lower realm. May they be born in the pure land where they again become enlightened. And while they at least then they may receive perfect human rebirth, with mind teaching, with perfectly qualified mind guru revealing the unmissing path to enlightenment. By pleasing most holy and first friend, may they achieve full enlightenment as good possible. Okay? Then those sick particular bars, all of them they also never get reborn in the real world. And they may all immediately recover the sickness. Then may all their wishes be succeed immediately according to the holy Dharma. So nothing becomes negative karma. They may they actualize bodhicitta, may they achieve enlightenment to good possible. Okay. May do all the past, the best, may I be totally enjoyed by you by sending me forever. Like the without restriction. All I do earth, water, fire, wind, or medicine. That wood and fire, forest. And then whole sentiments most precious. Inviting the kindness of them. May they hold me pressure That means I become the virtuous round, the charity, the whole pressure, so that makes them to achieve all the happiness and enlightenment. All of that. Yeah, is it right?
Sure.
What's that? Huh? Oh, may all the sufferings. No, Nigirigama, sorry. May all the Nigirigamas all sentient beings depend on me. Meditate. That means including suffering, result suffering. Every single virtue of mind be rapid within. So it's a result of all the happiness up to enlightenment, dedicate. Give everything to all the past, present, future merits. Totally give it, offer charity to every sentiment. First health and all that, like that. Until there's some sentient being, and they're free from samsara, until they're free from even achieving enlightenment, about in samsara, to free them. In the commentary said one sentient, even one sentient in samsara. Oh, due to all the past, the best, and future, many to glorify the Lord, many to glorify numberless and the numberless Buddha. That which is that which do not exist from the side, even though it appears like that, but real do not exist from the side. May the I who do not exist from the side do that. May the I who do, even though appear to the hallucinant mind, but do not exist from its own side. Achieve the Buddha, the hallucinant mind appears to exist, but do not exist from its side. Achieve that. Lead all the sentient beings. The hallucinant mind appears, exists from, but do not exist in the reality. But that one do not exist from inside. This is mere name. Lead to that Buddhahood which it appears exists from inside, to that mind, but do not exist from its own side. This means I by myself alone appears to the mind it appeared to exist from that, but in reality do not exist from inside. It is meaning. Jamal Bavachida Jamado Gundu Zambodi and the Jinda Gunji Jason Dollar. God did that and Jera Tungo to the Chevy Jawatan Jejungo to the Hawaii. Take gave it Tawadi Jang Sangbo to Jera Tungo. Take gave it Tawadi Jang Sangbo to Jera Tungo. I was going to explain the virus, then my mother was treated, then continue. Because of the virus, so it was working, so then because the virus get the kind of the profit, benefit, so the logging cannot travel, so then the teaching goes to the many countries where you want to listen. They can listen. So, so that's much greater benefit. You see, in any part of the world, who want to listen, they can listen. But usually, when you travel, but that the biggest one is maybe 300 people, 200 people. So you see, and then teachings. Usually, you don't have freedom or time. You see, there's a limitation, 1 week, 2 weeks, sort of like that mostly. But you see, so there's so much limitation. A lot of teachings cannot finish. And so here, because there's no limitation of time, so so much teaching as I was thinking, so as I planned, so much teaching able to mention in the world so people listen. So there's so much benefit to the experiences from our side, from the center side. You don't have that. So there are many advantages. Yeah. So it's like because Tibet was lost all the thing by the communist Chinese. So, so his Holiness was able to travel to so many world because of the countries and the West and easy. Then because of Taiwan or also this, so many countries able to travel and give teachings, give public talks, and then you see have a connection with the benefits. So many individual people, public, then so many millions and millions. So within 1.5 hour, then they understand Buddhism very deep, vast, and also question answers. And so they're unforgettable in their lives. They always bring up that happiness. If they can remember next life, even they will talk next life, also like that. So like that, I mean, sort of, that's why Tibet wasn't lost. All that thing wouldn't happen. So sorry, I mean, another example. Okay, thank you very much. Dhammam bhava chitta jemba kundu sambo dvantare. Jede kamande peyde malu lejo sabe